sound good at all. Hi guys, today we're going to attempt to fix this gear case here. Something is not right in here. It's making an awful noise and it's not working. It's working to one side, but it's not working to the other side. I believe it's the left. All right, let's get this open. All right, remove this and take this, force it back a little. Now I'm gonna remove this other side. Alright, you see this little clip right here? I need to remove it for one side so I can remove that pin. Just push it from side to side. Alright, looks like it's almost out. In order to get it out, you just gotta push this up like this, so that way you can get it out through there. Alright, there it is. Now we're gonna tap it and get it out. Alright, this is removed. Now I'm gonna twist it up, put it like this. And remember, there's two bushings here, one there and one on the bottom. Just gonna leave them there, but remember they go there. Now I'm gonna release all these bolts all the way around. Alright, this is one cheap product that Minn Kota makes. Look at that, I stripped that bolt already and I couldn't take it out. So I'm gonna have to drill it out and get that bolt out of there. Beautiful, cheap materials they use. I took this wire out because I'm gonna take the whole unit out. I won't be able to exchange it anyway if I have to replace it. I'm going to lift this up here with the bow rail, lift it up so I'm able to take it all the way straight that way. Now that it's suspended, I can move it down the shaft that way, and I have it supported right here, so this is going to stay put. Now that I took this lid off, these cables need to be disconnected and later sealed again. There you go. Push it backwards this way. Right now we'll remove this color. Remove this piece right here too. Now I gotta be careful because this is heavy. I'm going to release it here. Even though it's tied up on the other side there. I remove this piece right here. Remove this other piece. There it is. Now I'm going to clip it back into place. So now I'm going to see if I can open it up, and if I can't open it up, we're going to have to purchase a new gear, which is going to be expensive. Alright, there's 3 bolts that I couldn't take out. Since this material is so soft, I'm going to drill the bolts. Alright, the bolt is already removed. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. Look at the conditions of this thing. Look at that. You can't even repair this. Can you repair this? I don't think you can. Look at that. Look at that filth in there. Okay, the next time I buy one of these, I'm gonna put marine adhesive all the way around, because look at this cheap seal they put in here. This is so cheap. Water goes right through there. I guarantee you that. Look, water's been going through there. So this is not acceptable. This is just a little seal that water goes right through it. And look at that. That shows you right there how much water got in there already. This is filth. Look at this. Look at all this salt. That's just pure salt. Cheap made Minn Kota. What can you expect from a cheap made product? Alright, time to go spend some money and buy a new one. Look at that. Nice salt. I can cook with this stuff. Look at that. Alright guys, I got the new one. New gear system for the Minn Kota. $250 later, I got this right here. Same as the old one. And as you see, don't throw your old unit if this happens to you, because these bushings right here, they don't come with a new unit, so you need to take them out of this one and put them into this one here. Also, this grommet right here, you need to transfer to this wire here, because this one doesn't have that grommet, so you need this grommet. So don't throw your system away right away before you do that. All right, so we're gonna remove this grommet right here. All right, you press it down here like this, and it will come out. All right, get some pliers, because you're gonna need a little bit of force. There it is, you heard it click. All right, the same distance that I put the other one, so try to do that the same way. Beautiful. Now we're gonna get these grommets right here. See this? Put them back on the new one. So now I have all the hardware that I needed to put back into the new one. And look at this. I took the housing off the old motors, and look at all that rust. There's a lot of rust there. So it looks like water intrusion is definitely coming in here. All right, you see this little hole right there? There's a little breather there. See that little breather right there? Has a little, like a sponge filter here, and that's where it looks like the water's coming in, or maybe it's going out that way. Who knows how it's going in and out? You see that little filter? So that little filter is here, and it looks like you need some type of ventilation to go in there. So this little filter here, that is right in this vent right here, helps. Somehow this unit needs to breathe in there. So I don't know where the water is coming from, if it is coming from the sides, because you see rust there, or it's coming from here. And it does look like it's coming from here, from this side, because if you look at this other side right here, this is what all the salt intrusion is right here. So it looks like it's coming in here through this side to this little filter. So you can't block that from the new one. See that little hole there? You can't block that, because if you block that, the system is not going to breathe. So that could be the problem right there, where the water's coming in. This unit tilts like this when it's stowed away. That's why the grommets is here. It's in the pivot side. And once it goes like this, all the water that goes in here, it will drip from here. Right? So we got the bottom of what this hole is here for. So once it stows away, all the water will come down here and flush down, hopefully, in that little hole. That's why when you come here to the old unit, you see all the gasification here, right? So it looks like a lot of water has been going inside this unit here. All right, and this comes with some grease in here and also some grease here. But before I install it, I'm gonna get some windlass grease and I'm gonna add some more because it looks like they were a little stingy on the grease. Put a little more there. I don't trust that cheap seal that Minn Kota puts on the units. That with time it could leak in here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some 4200, just a little bit. I want to clean the edge with some alcohol. And definitely we're not gonna plug that hole there, because water needs to come out of that hole. Alright, very important not to plug that hole there. Run my finger to there. I'll remove the tape. Alright, as you see, now that crack is sealed completely, except that little hole there that I'm gonna leave. Right there. The little hole is open for a reason, so I'm gonna leave it open and let this dry and install it. Alright, I'm gonna start putting the gear drive there. Alright, so first I'll put it right through. Alright, now let's scoot this over forward. Alright, so this goes in this way. Alright, so once we have this in here like this, now we have to put this collar in like this. Now we're going to tie this up here like this, so we can work up there in the front. Bring this forward like this. This pin is going to go right through this head here where the bushings are. First, I'm going to release the little hoist I made here. Alright, now in order to put this pin through here, I need to lift this right here. As you can see, it lifts this right there and place the pin right through there. Alright. Alright, that pin is in already. Now I need to put this little fastener right there. To do this, I'm also going to lift this little clutch here. Alright. Alright, that's done. I'm going to remove this cap right here. And we're also going to put this wire right through the hole there. Alright, there it is. Now I need to connect the wires right here. I'm going to use some heat shrink wrap tube. Alright, now I'm going to put some napkins here so I can reduce the heat on the capacitors that are sitting there. Alright, now I'm going to start heating them up. Alright, as you can see, the both are done very well. Shrink wrapped, ready to go. I'm going to cap this. Alright, so now I'm going to put some WD-40 gel on all these parts right here in the springs. Alright, now that I did that, I can put the cap back on. Alright, put this other one here. Alright, so this side here is done. Now I'm going to move to this side here and connect the head and the wires. This up here. Right now, I'm going to get this head and I'm going to place it right through this cable right here. Right there. And I have to pass this bolt right through here, tie it up, so that way the head is already attached to it. Alright, something very important, we need to put these protectors, because that's what's going to seal the connection. Let me see if this is going to be enough. That's going to be perfect. Put one in here, put another one in here. Connect it, and weather seal it. Alright guys, look at that. Can I get better shrink wrap than that? It's 100% waterproof. Now we just gotta put the cap back on. Alright guys, everything is done. So now I'm going to deploy it and see if it works. So let's hit this fuse right here, turn it on. Oh, it's so quiet. So quiet you can hardly hear it. Let's turn it on. Alright, it's working perfect. Alright, so it's working. And now I'm going to check the pivot again. Alright guys, if you found this video helpful, how to change the gear drive unit to go side to side on your Minn Kota, That's what guides your Minn Kota side to side, not your motor. You got two moving mechanisms. You got the motor and the gear drive up there that move the motor side to side. So if yours is failing and it's not working, it's making a weird noise like this, as you heard there, if it's making that weird noise, it is your gear drive of your Minn Kota. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and always navigate safe. If you guys would like to make a contribution or buy me a beer, please go to paypal.me/OutOnTheReef USA. And also this link will be in the description below. And any small donation will really keep helping making these videos. Thank you for watching, and always navigate safe.